Well, good afternoon. It's Saturday. Peter's just gone off to have a suit fit in for his daughter's wedding in July. He's refused to give her away, though. He doesn't like anything the centre of attention, but he is going to wear a suit and we are going. But, yeah, her son is going to give her away, which was all planned anyway ages ago. So that's all fine. Anyway, look at Grace. Now, Grace doesn't look very happy, does she? She looks very perplexed. And because, look who's laying next to her. This is Isaac. Sorry if I'm wobbling a little bit. Yeah, Isaac's all finished. I might keep him for a while. We'll see. He's not doing any problems laying there. And look over here, look. Look. What have you got that hat on for? Dressing up. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I was watching a video the other day. Oh, this might cut out any time. I never know how long I've got on here. Anyway, I was watching a video the other day, and it was, somebody was asking, sorry, got tickle, about if you feel guilty in this hobby. And yeah, I do. I often feel guilty doing this hobby. Not that I feel guilty about spending money on this hobby. I think it's hard to say really, because now I don't work, and okay, I've got a little bit of pension comes in, not a lot. I do care for mum, so I get carer's allowance. And yeah, I can spend money. If I want to spend money, I can spend money. Pete's always saying, why don't you buy yourself something? So I could if I wanted to, but I always feel guilty about spending money on these dolls. I don't buy expensive dolls, and you know me, I like a bargain. I don't buy expensive clothes. I know some people think nothing about going and spending loads, and I mean loads of money on clothes. Well, that's fine if that's what they like doing and it gives them pleasure. That is totally fine. It's their money and they can do what they like with it. But I think I was always grown. Well, I grew up. I was born in 1957. My dad was hardworking. He worked all his life. My mum used to work when we were kids. She still had a little job in the evening. You know, in a laundry, because that's what she did. She worked in the laundry when she met my dad. She obviously didn't work. When we was little, she didn't work. But when my brothers were smaller, when there was 5 of us, she worked then. And money was hard. Money was hard. Life was hard. And things were really expensive. And, you know, the area I come from Hastings. Or if you're a real southerner, you might go Hastings. But it is Hastings. I don't call it Hastings like some do. But, yeah, it's not meant to be a silent H at all. So, yeah, I do feel guilty spending a lot of money. I think £100 is still a lot of money. You may say, oh, well, you can't get much for that nowadays, but it's still a lot of money. To working class people, it is a lot of money. And Peter's always worked hard all his life. He's still working now because even though, you know, he took out insurances years ago and they all went belly up. And we should have been really well off by now in this time of life, but it didn't work out like that. Through no fault of his own, because we took out the insurances and just things happen and they all went pear-shaped. So, yeah, we've got a nice home. Small. but not too small, and we could go smaller. So to spend money on these dolls, I do feel guilty about. And that's just the way I am, you know. So, but they are lovely. As you can see, they are gorgeous. And look at Stanley sitting there. That hat wasn't for you, Stanley. It wasn't. Yeah, you're playing dress up. Yeah, okay. On the other two, look. Laying there in a little kip. But anyway, as I say, Saturday today. I've got a box of all my my paints, my reborning equipment. I've got to sort out. I was rummaging about trying to finish off this little fella yesterday and couldn't find my cable ties anywhere. So the cable ties he's got on are too big for him. I like the thin ones, and I can only find the thick ones. So it was so funny. What I did find was a bag of little wigs, little doll wigs. I was putting wigs on him. Poor little guy. Didn't look right at all. So there we are. Anyway, have I got anything else to say? I don't think so. But yeah, do you feel guilty having this? Is this your guilty pleasure? It's certainly mine, I think. Yeah. If I didn't feel guilty, I wouldn't hide them from Peter, would I, when I bought one? I wouldn't hide the fact that I bought one. So yeah, I am guilty. But there we are. Do you know, I thought the other day, I had this mad fleeting thought yesterday morning of selling them all. I did. Just a thought. And then I thought, well, perhaps I'll keep one. But which one do you choose? It's blooming cold in here. Do you know, I found this big thick cardigan. We had our electric and gas bill come in this morning. Oh, yeah, horrendous. I think it was over £500 for both of them. And that's only for 6 months, so it's not good. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, you know, that's another reason why I feel guilty about spending money. Money's got to go on other things. I don't get a fund just for playing with. You know, be nice to have a little fund, but our money just goes into one thing and that's it. Anyway, I'm going to run out of time any minute now, so I'm going to say goodbye. And I might be back. I'm just on my phone at the moment because my iPad is charging. So, anyway, I hope you like little Isaac. Look at that little face. He's got painted hair. You've seen him before. He's looking a bit pale there, actually. He's not that pale. But, oh, my stomach's rumbling. Shouldn't be, I've eaten. Right. Mind you, Grace is looking quite red there as well. And she isn't. Bit odd, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna go. Counting down the seconds now. Whoop.